Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve back yet again with some latest Manchester United transfer news today. And before we get started, I did mention in my last upload, which was the Pogba video that I uploaded yesterday, that I'm planning to get interactions on the comment section going, and I will be reading out the one that I feel the most appropriate to read out and answer it a little bit. So today's comment is from, it should be appearing on your screen right now, is from Shines Production, who says Pogba is a brat, let him go. I agree. I think Pogba is a brat and we should be letting him go. No player should be bigger than the club. I think he is controlled by his agent, Raiola. Simple as that. He's a puppet of his agent. Leave it as that. Let him go. It's as simple as that. Make that statement. He will be bad in the dressing room if he comes back. He's no leader. Okay. Anyway, there's two things I want to talk about today. First of all, we're going to talk about Savic, and then later on in the video, a bit of a Bruno Fernandes transfer update. But however, let's dive straight into Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. So apparently his agent was in London yesterday to hold transfer talks with Manchester United. Now, if you kept up to news from last year's transfer, or if you can remember, there was a point where Mourinho was very interested in signing this player. But obviously Woodward and United blocked that particular transfer. Hence why Mourinho threw his toys out of the pram. So this season, it seems like we're going back into him again, and I will read you out the article what it says, and this is from the Manchester United Evening News. I know there are loads of outlets that are kind of reporting it as well. It's not confirmed, but again, I'm just bringing you the news. Simple as that. But anyway, it says the agent of Sergej Milinkovic-Savic is reportedly in London for talks with Manchester United. Italian outlet Sport Mediaset says United are pressing to sign the Lazio midfielder who was the subject of much transfer speculation 12 months ago. Milinkovic-Savic is reportedly valued at 100 million euros by Lazio, but it is claimed that they are likely to accept 80 million euros for the Serbia international. It is claimed that United are targeting Savic as a replacement for Paul Pogba, who wants to leave United this summer. However, Mensport understand United have no intention of letting Pogba leave amid interest from Real Madrid and Juventus. So there you have it. Savic, I haven't, personally speaking, I haven't seen him play that much at all. I have bought him in my Football Manager and he is an absolute monster. He's got great technique, great positioning, great passing range. He is huge, he's tall in midfield, he's imposing, demanding, composed as well. However, I think his weakness is his disciplinary record. He does fly into tackles a lot, and maybe we need that in the midfield. Maybe we need a bit of a cruncher, because Matic doesn't tackle. Pogba's tackling, Herrera was the only other biter. So 100 million euros for this midfielder. He is 24. We'll go through his stats a bit later. In his current state, I'm not sure about that fee, because personally speaking, I have not seen him play aside from seeing him in games. So if anyone out there who know a bit more about him and think that we should be signing him, and what's the reason behind signing him, do let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'll pick out some of the comments and read out and discuss it just a little bit on the start of my next United upload. Let's have a look at his stats. So Savic, who plays for Lazio, he's Serbian, he's 24 years of age, his height is 1.91 meters. That's pretty tall. It's pretty tall. His main position is the central midfield. However, he can play in the attacking midfield option. So let's have a look at his current season stats, or the last season stats that he was in. Let's 19. Let's go. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, overall he played 41 games in total, scoring 7 goals and 3 assists. It is not the best of stats, but then again, he is a central midfielder, more like a Herrera type, who won't get that much goals, but kind of not make things tick either, but kind of tidy the midfield, make sure everyone is positioned, composed, directing everyone. That's what I feel he is. So there you have it, guys. That's his stats. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, the next news is around Bruno Fernandes' latest transfer update, and we have a bit of a flight update news. Now, I have been reading a lot on Reddit, Red Cafe, which is the United forums, and Twitter yesterday, that apparently Bruno Fernandes' flight, well, a flight from Sporting to Manchester, well, a private flight from Manchester to Sporting, then Sporting to Manchester, came and landed yesterday around 5 p.m. This was the same flight or the same plane that took Wan-Bissaka to Old Trafford. Now, obviously, if everyone puts everything together, you can clearly see that where it's heading at, where in terms of people are claiming that Bruno Fernandes, I'll bring that the thing, Bruno Fernandes, that's the flight, yeah. Bruno Fernandes is on that plane to Manchester. Now, to be honest, I admire whoever's been digging up and keeping an eye on this and, you know, updating everyone, but I think that's a bit of a desperate move, an attempt on our part. Like, we want to sign this player so badly, everyone wants him in the team, that they are kind of looking at every detail possible. I mean, think about it logically. If he was in that flight, you know, he can be hidden, nobody will know, but at least a few newspapers will pick it up, isn't it? There will be some sort of leak somewhere. And don't you think there will be undercover news crew in and around Old Trafford every single day, trying to catch the first breaking news, given that we are going to spend. It has been confirmed that we are going to spend. So I find that a bit odd. So that's one of the updates around Bruno Fernandes. It's nothing at all, to be honest, guys. You know, I appreciate everyone that's been keeping an eye on that, keeping us updated, but clutching at straws here at the moment until sort of like news outlet starts reporting it. It's more a dreamy move. Like, you're starting to look at flights. I mean, in that sense that it can mean that, you know, Porto is a big city, United is a big city. They're both holiday destinations. People are probably going back and forth. It's as simple as that. It's not about you know, Fernandes is in there, you know, same plane that Wan-Bissaka was in there. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I don't think I will take that seriously until I see some sort of concrete news. If he was to be signed, he will be announced definitely by now, 100% by now, especially if the flight landed yesterday 5 p.m. and Bruno Fernandes will be on the plane to Australia, which we go today, which I'm going to discuss a little bit about. So I was watching this the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first press conference after training. He said that players are hungry. They've done a lot of work. You know, they've done almost 2 weeks worth of work in that session, and everyone has been given their individual dietary plans over the summer, so they were assessed. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, in terms of transfers, I'm not going to talk about the whole thing. In terms of transfer, he did say possibly 1 or 2 will be coming in. Now, we know they're going to be coming in 100%, but when he says possibly, he's probably thinking, I wanted it before we go into the tour. It didn't happen because we're too slow. So after the tour, during the tour, there'll be players coming in. Now, this week coming up from tomorrow will be a big week for us, and I reckon a signing or maybe 2 will be announced. It's just that we're too slow. It's a shame that it wasn't announced before we went to the tour as per Ole's wishes. But it happens if we have especially when we have someone like Woodward there. You know, he's too slow at negotiating. Clearly, you know, over the last few seasons we've seen that. I think one season it was really good, where I think Van Gaal's season where we had Schneiderlin and Schweinsteiger announced. I think that's yesterday, isn't it? About a few years ago, yesterday. And it was brilliant, you know, it was like, wow, like then Falcao and Di Maria announced in the space of a couple of days. It was fantastic news at that time, but since then it's been too slow for us, and that's a bit of a concern, especially the Pogba saga building up. And I'll discuss the whole saga a bit later on in one of my uploads during the week, so keep an eye on that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, I will pick up a comment from the comment section and read it out and discuss it at the start of every video relating to Manchester United, of course. So get them commenting, and appreciate everyone's support. And you know, whatever happens, it happens. You know, I'll see you guys in the next upload.